Zella, and you're listening to Frey. Starting right now. Here's your host Alfredo Leon.
Thank you, Ella, and you are listening to Frey indeed. As Matt Kenseth won his first race of the season at Phoenix Raceway on Sunday in what could be the second and final race of his NASCAR career. Kenseth does not have a ride for next season, and he said that he'll be taking a break at the start of the NASCAR season. Here is Kenseth speaking about how he was able to get the win and more afterwards when he got into victory lane.
I don't know what to say except for thank the Lord. It's been a basic journey. I know I'm a big baby right now, but just got one race left. Everybody dreams of going out a winner, so we won today. Nobody take that one away from us. It's a heck of a race with Chase there. Golly, just thanks DeWalt, Circle K, Toyota, all our sponsors, and JJR for a great 5 years. It's been quite the journey here the last 20, and thank you, fans. I appreciate it.
Here's more from Kenseth as we're about to go into about him. He spoke about how he was able to get away on his own and do it with his team, especially with it being his last win with the team.
It's really indescribable, to be honest with you. So I always said nothing could replace my first win. It was actually in the Busch Series way back when. We weren't expected to win. It was a special day, and the way this year has gone, I wasn't really expecting to win today either. So this is a special one. It means a lot. Thank you, guys.
Here is also when Kenseth also passed Chase Elliott with 10 laps left and denied him an opportunity to advance to the championship race in Homestead Miami Speedway. Had Elliott won, the opposite would have occurred and he would have made it. Elliott finished second for the second time this season. Elliott spoke about also if he was disappointed about not winning and advancing on to the championship race.
Yeah, for sure. That's such a bummer. We were so close to having another shot next week, but I can't say enough for my team and our Hooters Chevrolet this weekend. We fought really, really hard today and gave ourselves a chance. Our car was really fast on those short runs after a caution and after guys had put cycles on tires, and it fired off really good. And we've been pretty good on the short run all day and got really tight as the run went along. And once the rubber laid back down, I was just hanging on and hoping I could get to traffic before I started going away. But man, that is such a bummer. I was telling my guys we'll get it right someday, or I'll get it right someday. We had so many good opportunities, and at some point we just got to close.
Brad Keselowski earned the final spot on points, as Kenseth had already been eliminated from the playoffs. Here's Keselowski speaking on getting into the Championship 4 at Homestead and more.
Well, we probably had great speed at Martinsville, great execution at Texas, and great luck today. You'd like to have all three of them on the same day. That's really how you win, but happy to get through. Not really the day we wanted to have to get through. We just didn't have what we needed to just run up front. But, if you look at the car, the Miller Lite Ford doesn't have a scratch on it. We tried to run just a smart race all day, and we knew we didn't have the speed, so you just try to be smart and put yourself in a position to have an opportunity for good things to happen. And like you said, we caught some breaks. The 11 car and all the Toyotas were just screaming fast, and on speed they certainly probably deserved to transfer, but for whatever reason, that's not how it played out today, and we've been on the bad side of that, and this year we're on the good side of it. Hopefully we can carry that through Homestead.
After Kenseth and Elliott, here's the rest of the top 10. Third is Martin Truex Jr. driving the 78 car for Furniture Row Racing. The teammate Aaron Jones driving the 77 car and finishing fourth. Truex finishing third. Kevin Harvick finishing fifth, driving the 4 car for Stewart-Haas Racing. Jamie McMurray finishing 6th, driving the 1 car for Chip Ganassi Racing. Kyle Busch finishing 7th, driving the 18 car for Joe Gibbs Racing. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. finishing 8th, driving the 17 car for Roush Fenway Racing. Eric Albarola is finishing 9th, driving the 43 car for Richard Petty Motorsports. Dale Earnhardt Jr. finishing 10th, driving the 88 car for Hendrick Motorsports in his final Phoenix race. The other notables include Keselowski driving the 2 car for Team Penske, finishing 16th and advancing to the championship race at Homestead, as said earlier. Denny Hamlin finishing 35th, driving the 11 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, and Jimmie Johnson driving the 48 car for Hendrick Motorsports, as both ended up in crashes, and their championship hopes were finished there. Here's Johnson speaking on if there was a warning on the blown tire, and more.
No, I really didn't have any warning. I knew that I was hard on the brakes, but the run before, we didn't have any issues, reported back. So I felt like I was kind of doing the same thing. And unfortunately, with so few laps to go to the end of the stage, as soon as I went in the corner and touched the brakes, the right front just blew. So hate it for this team. They've worked so hard all year long, and I'm very proud of their efforts. I know it's not the results that we want, but we're Hendrick strong. I'm proud of my Team 48. And very thankful for the support that Lowe's and Cobalt gives us, Chevrolet. And unfortunately, we won't have a chance to make 8 this year, but we'll come back next year and try real hard.
Johnson also spoke about how disappointing it was not to compete for an 8th title. As here it is.
Yeah, disappointed for sure. I mean, at the last couple of months, we've been staying alive, and at this stage, with the round of 8 and then to the round of 4, you can't just stay alive. You got to be hitting on all cylinders, and we just haven't been there, unfortunately. Again, I'm very thankful for all the hard work that's gone into this and all the efforts from Chad and the team, but we just can't get there right now. We'll try again next weekend, and then do some good changes over the offseason and come back next year and ready to go.
The championship race will be held on Sunday, November 19th at Homestead Miami Speedway. In Homestead, Florida, in the Ford EcoBoost 400, as Truex, Harvick, Busch, and Keselowski will be the 4 with a shot at the championship. Coverage will begin at 3 on NBC. And what an incredible win by Kenseth, as this is possibly the last one he'll ever have in his career. And I don't know if he's going to be able to win it next week at Homestead, but who knows. But what a way to go out with a victory, especially having him struggled all year, not be able to win it over the year and a half, like he said. It's incredible. And this is the first time he's won at Phoenix since 2002, when it was then known as the Phoenix International Raceway and the Checker Auto Parts 500. And it's been that long since he won at Phoenix. What a way for him to possibly end his last win at Phoenix. Pretty incredible, especially on a track that he hadn't won since 2002. Pretty incredible there. But incredible for Kenseth, especially all the news that he's not going to come back in 2018. He has no ride since he's going to part ways with Joe Gibbs Racing. And this could be it for Kenseth if he does not race again next year. He said he could be out for maybe a week or a month or a couple years. So if it's a couple years, he's probably done. But this is just incredible what he's been able to do. He won a championship in 2003 driving the 17 car for Roush Racing, what was then known as well. And pretty incredible run he had, if this is it. But he's got Homestead to try to win another one. But this is probably the best he'll do. And he didn't expect to possibly win this year either, especially with all the struggles his team has had, despite past years winning a number of races. And this is incredible for Kenseth because this proves what he's capable as a driver. And it's just a travesty that he doesn't have a ride next year. It's unbelievable why he doesn't have a ride. But what are going to be done there? There was no rides available. I would have thought he probably could have taken over some of the rides that were opening. But who knows? Maybe his victory could get him a ride. But we'll have to wait and see. But he has no plans of driving next year, as in the beginning of the year, as he has no ride for the Daytona 500. So we'll see what happens with that. But as far as Homestead, should be interesting to see which one of these guys could possibly win the title. The odds say that Truex is the favorite to win. But we'll see what happens, though, as it should be interesting. The only guy that hasn't won a title is Truex. Harvick has won. He won it in 2014. Busch won it in 2015. And Keselowski won it in 2012. So all these guys have won, with the exception of Truex. And Truex is the favorite, especially the domination he's had this year with winning stages. He's got 7 wins. He's got so many points. He clinched at Martinsville in points that race. He didn't even have to win in the stage to advance to the championship because all the stage points he accumulated throughout the whole year. Pretty incredible there. I have no idea who's going to win the championship at Homestead, but it should be exciting. Whoever does win it, it should be interesting. They're probably in order to win the championship, as shown in past years, you're going to have to win the race because that's probably the best way it'll be because these guys will be on their game throughout. One little mistake could cost them. That's all it takes in a race. That's whoever has the best finish out of the 4 will win the championship. Should be interesting to see what happens there because any mistake will cost you. Lug nut on the pit stop, loose lug nuts or a crash, anything. crash, you're done, most likely. Or if you get down a couple laps, you're done, most likely. Because how are you going to be able to recover from that, especially if you get a crash with the damage, the 5-minute clock, you go to the garage, you're done. This is going to be a lot of nerves for these guys, but also excitement because of the opportunity to win a championship may not come around that often. And you got to take advantage of it when it comes. One of these drivers will have that success on Sunday at Homestead. It should be interesting to see how that will play out there. It should be incredible because Truex is the favorite, but just because you're the favorite doesn't mean you're going to win it. And just because you're not the favorite doesn't mean you're not going to win it. That's the other way around. Meaning, like the person who is not the favorite could win it. The favorite may not win. It's understandable why Truex is the favorite because of all his domination this year. But it should be interesting to see what will happen in that race. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time, guys. Peace.